Well, we won't know for a while. What was interesting was that the company put that announcement out today saying that they got this request for voluntary disclosure actually a couple of weeks ago, which could suggest that when they received it, they hoped they could sort of quickly make it disappear, but they haven't been able to, and they expect that the DOJ will continue pursuing it.
I guess I'm wondering how broad it is. I mean, there was nothing specific here about a subpoena or a charge or anything like that. So how seriously should investors take it at this point?
I think it's something that you take with caution. They point out that they didn't receive a subpoena, but they also know well that had they not complied with this voluntary request, they would have gotten one the next day. There's no reason to disbelieve their disclosure because they face significant penalties if they lie about it. So when they say that it was focused on the tweet and on funding secured, I take that at face value, and I think that's probably right. That doesn't mean it's not going to be a long, searching, distracting probe.
Ross, you own 41,643 shares of Tesla as of yesterday. Are you concerned by this investigation? Do you think this is something that could really hit the stock in due course?
Well, I mean, if there was something to it, I would be concerned, but I don't think there is. We all know what happened. I mean, Elon made a mistake, and as far as I'm concerned, I don't know if that's a crime, and the DOJ and the SEC do have to look at it. It was an awkward situation, and certainly one that I'm sure Elon regrets. But when you put it in context of how this news even broke, as the stock was moving much higher today after basically two positive notes from two very critical analysts, and, you know, I find it somewhat even disingenuous to say it's some sort of big criminal probe. It was a voluntary request for documents, which is incredibly common. You know, we all forgot to report that Microsoft is in a major criminal DOJ probe for bribery in Hungary, and this was last week. So I think the DOJ is investigating hundreds of companies and have hundreds of requests, and although I'm not happy about it, I think we should keep it in context, and I think it's just the shorts hoping for another life.
Hey, Kevin, is there any precedent for this kind of investigation from the DOJ and the SEC?
Oh, sure. I mean, it's a standard investigation into whether there's been marketing manipulation.
Market manipulation, I mean, yeah, exactly.
That's something the SEC looks into every day. I would say it's a little less common that you see the DOJ, the federal prosecutors, get involved because they usually let the SEC have first crack, but they may think there's a case there.